The man was working at home when he was suddenly ambushed. The attacker shot with extreme precision, hitting him directly in the neck. Jack thought he was dead for sure, but when he reached out and pulled it out, he found that it was actually a syringe-like object. Soon, his vision began to blur. Without even a chance to fight back, he quickly lost consciousness. Several hours later, he was awakened by a phone call. Jack didn't recognize the man on the other end, but the caller called out his name directly. Even stranger, Jack found himself still at home. He hadn't suffered any injuries, and there were no signs of a robbery anywhere. As a former Special Forces operative, Jack quickly realized that he might not have been the real target. He immediately rushed to his son's room. Sure enough, when he opened the door, his son was nowhere to be found. He searched the entire room, but there was no trace of his son. At that moment, the kidnapper on the phone gave him an answer. Jack's son was being held in a rundown warehouse. Above the warehouse, there was a gas pipe filled with poison. As long as Jack was willing to do one task for them, his son would survive. It was clearly a threat, but with no other options, Jack had no choice but to comply. Following the caller's instructions, he arrived at his own warehouse. There, he found a mysterious box that hadn't been there before. Opening it, he saw a full set of tactical gear inside. It included guns, ammunition, a bulletproof vest, and a dagger. There was also a tiny camera attached to the vest. Then the warehouse door opened, revealing a black armored SUV. Seeing how careful the kidnappers were, Jack realized this mission wouldn't be as simple as it seemed. Sure enough, after he got in the car, he found the route was already programmed. He followed the GPS instructions and arrived at the destination. It was a luxury hotel. He was told that two drug cartels were holding a merger ceremony inside. Jack's mission was to eliminate everyone inside and destroy the alliance. Jack thought the mission was insane. If he went in alone, he would never make it out alive, let alone complete the task. But the caller said those people inside were ruthless killers. Even if Jack wiped them all out, he wouldn't be held responsible. Reluctantly, Jack agreed. Thinking of his son's safety, he calmed himself, took a compact submachine gun, and walked forward. Through the long hallway, Jack had no idea he had already walked into a trap.